Hello, let's go to lesson 333. So the title is Mind Your Manners. What does it mean? So you should make an effort to be polite, okay? It means to have good manners. So because it is talking about a fundamental aspect of British communication, okay? So you should pay attention to your acts, the facial expressions, and to make sure that you are interested in the conversation. All right, so British people, so they are more formal. So in this culture, so people has to pay a lot of attention, all right, on their acts. So there, these are some tips, okay, that made me reflect about this text. So, respecting other people's personal space is a critical aspect of international etiquette. Even in business, it is important to keep in mind that there are significant differences between cultures and also between genders, which are reflected in the international etiquette rules for the respective countries. Alright, so we can notice that in some cultures, men are really touch-feely, okay, with each other. Hugs may be a regular way of greeting business partners and colleagues. However, for a man to greet female colleagues or contacts in the same way could be a huge fox pass. Okay, so a huge fox pass, we say in Portuguese, gafe, alright, because they have other habits. So now you are going to tell me what you have understood about this text. Alright, you are going to make a summary of the text. If you think this text is interesting because it is showing us how people behave, how we should behave, alright? So that this text, if you think that this text is interesting to give it and giving us some advice. Now, in your opinion, what are the biggest differences between Latin Americans and North Americans in regard to politeness, okay, related to politeness, in the way of being polite? What social rules are widely accepted in your country? And what habits are strongly reprehended? And what habits are strongly reprehended in our country? Alright, so you are going to answer the questions and you are going to give me a general idea about the text. Now, I'm gonna give you the sentence and you are going to repeat and make the substitutions. They were able to cross the boundary before dark. They were able to cross the boundary before dark. Substitute border. Okay, border and boundary. Okay, you can use in similar meanings. He seemed uninterested during the negotiation. Detached. She was a strict woman. However, she had a kind heart. She was a strict woman. However, she had a kind heart. Nevertheless, there is no use in trying to convince him. No point in. He is so gentle. Courteous. Okay, you are going to make the repetitions and send me. Now, language work. So let's see the vocabulary of language work. So, border. Border, in this case, it means fronteira. So, boundary, we can use in the sense of limit. For example, you should keep boundaries at work, alright? But when you talk about another country, it's more common to use a border. Now, very few journalists manage to convey, to transmit. Now, the underlying, the principle, the man, alright, fundamental. Although she studied hard, she failed the exams. Então, although, apesar de, even though, I try, I can't understand, he didn't return my calls. Alright, so sorry, although, ainda que, even though, apesar de. He's not your best employee. However, portanto, Samantha told us she was grounded. Nevertheless, todavia. Let's have some coffee. Since we have a few minutes left. Já que, nesse caso, since vai ter essa tradução. So there is no point. Okay, so this expression, it means there is no sense. It doesn't make sense. Now, to stiff upper lip. It means to try to hide your emotions. Alright, when you try to not to show your emotions. You want to appear a strong person. Okay, don't showing your emotions. Now let's go to the next lesson. So lesson, okay, 335. So the headlines. So you're going to read the headlines and you're going to talk about what you have understood from headlines. So now, word choice. You are going to complete here using the words, okay? From the principal words here, according to the meaning. So now, I'm going to correct the word choice. Number 1, margin. 2, boundaries. 3, border. 4, brink. Now, I'm gonna ask you some questions, okay? And you're going to answer giving your personal opinion. In which situations should a person conventionally have a stiff upper lip? It means to hide emotions. What can we assume about someone who pays lip service? What's wrong with expressing emotions in the professional environment? In your opinion, what's wrong with expressing emotions in the professional environment? Do you think that this can spoil, the work environment? What's your opinion? Do you think that it isn't good to express your emotion in the professional environment? You are going to give your opinion, alright?